All right, guys, we are going to do the pseudo unboxing of box 3. John has already done a couple of boxes that he had. And this is the box that I had of our house where we were crawling around on our hands and knees, picking up all the little treasures laying around and under things and around things. So the first thing that we got here is, this was found actually in the garage, and it's just a photo quiz. I'm not sure what date this is from because there's nothing on here. It was in a magazine. I think it was an old Life magazine. It had 10 different ships that you could identify. You know, submarine number 1, had them labeled up here. This was back in World War II days. They wanted you to be able to identify ships. This was just an ad in a magazine that showed those. Very, very old wooden scale ruler used by architects back in the day that had the various scales. Really old wood one. We got a little box of goodies here. This probably kept some kind of cards in it at one time, it looks like. Ultra Pro case, something that was $35 in there. I don't think this stuff is $35. We have, looks like a photo cell here. It's a little bit dirty. Looks like Star Trek. Once again, maybe too dirty to read. Have to clean that up and take a look, but it looks like another Star Trek. We have lots of those. Here we have a figure, Superman. A little dusty, a little dirty. No marking on the bottom. Sometimes on the back or the underside they'll have a marking, but I don't see any markings. Once again, pretty dirty. Clean that up. Maybe there's a marking on there, but cool older Superman figure. Looks like we have maybe a V2 style rocket model. It's plastic. I'm sure it went with something that we have in the collection somewhere. Looks like we have a pen, some kind of lapel pen. Maybe, I'm not sure, Angel on My Shoulder is what it's called. And then in here, just looks like a couple little odds and ends. Looks like there's a torpedo from a plane, a metal turret of some kind from something, and maybe a small little gun from one of the ships that we have. So let's take a look at these guys. Some metal figures designed by Peter Rogerson. New Hope design, little metal figures for, looks like aviation figures, maybe crew standing out on the tarmac or something. We have here Serenity. Anybody want a Serenity dog tag? Here's something that's pretty cool. LBJ. Really old, brittle paper that it's on, but some old LBJ stickers. All right, the next thing we have is a figure here. This looks like, it's got a marking on the bottom here, Mattel. It's an ink mark and not a molded mark, so he's definitely a newer figure. This may be Spectre. Sheer guess at that. John is the expert on these, and he would probably know for sure, but I'll ship that off to him and see what he says it is. Here we have what's known as an ID plane. Okay, these were started being made during World War II. This is a Japanese Torp bomber. Jill, it says Jill. Japanese Torp, T-O-R-P bomber, May of 45. So this was towards the end of the war this model was made, but this is what they used to identify aircraft, either friend or foe. Little 3D models, not a lot of detail, more of a silhouette type of thing so that they can see it and be able to identify from far away. These are cool. We have a whole set of these things, a couple hundred maybe. We're going to get into those as well, but here's one of them that we found laying around in the house still. What do we got here? A little, well, it's not Batman. Made in China, DC Comics. One of your newer figures, a little dirty. Once again, it was laying around, so we picked them up. A lot of parts and pieces. This looks like it might have been some sort of Batmobile. Looks like maybe it's broken pieces, but we'll, I don't know if the rest of them are in here, if I picked those up, but they were laying there. We always pick up little pieces. Next we have Freedom Force, Heroic PC Action. I don't know if this was from a comic. shop or a toy show itself, but just a little button. There's no date on it anywhere. Freedom Force. All right. So I'm not sure what these are. If they're little comic strips. It says from the plogger.com maybe. But these were just a bunch of different little comic strips. I'm not sure exactly what they are. Looks like some duplicates are in here as well. Peeler.com. I'll have to look that up and see what exactly they are. Western film themes. High Noon. Looks like since it's from this collection, it's probably never been listened to. It's just something that was in there, made in England. So, Western film themes. Looks like we have some cards here. Collect all 6 is what it says on the back. Looks like we have Batman and Joker here. Another one, this one's marked $1. This again has Batman with the collect all 6. Looks like we have the Penguin here. Robin. Walt Disney. Some sort of Disney. Looks like there's magnets on the back. So maybe you put a picture in here and this went on your fridge. Nothing on the back of exactly what that is. This was found. Man, this is dirty. Let's see if we can brush some of this off. Once again, found. It was wedged in between this plastic frame here. These are Marshall Island stamps. Looks like possibly World War II depiction of the artwork. 1992. Looks like we have an aircraft carrier with Japanese dive bombers, torpedo planes coming in. Hopefully the glare on that isn't too bad of the dirt. But we have a catalog here, model catalog. Oh, there's some pictures in here. Not sure what those are. We'll have to put those off to the side. Those may have to be returned to the family. But a model catalog. Different plane models. Tank models. These are kind of cool. We picked these up. I mean, it's from 2006, it says here. But people are always looking for catalogs. So, all right, here's something cool that I found laying on the floor. It's a little torn up, pretty old, but Presidential Handbook, 1968. Well, it looks like James Monroe. So this is page 5, so we're missing a few. I wonder if they're folded over back here. No, doesn't look like it. All of our different presidents, college or university, profession, religion, age at inauguration, died, age at death, place of burial. So just a bunch of little information in here. Looks like we've got some ports of call. I don't know, look through this book, but it's got all the presidents here, once again from 1968. All right, the next item we have here, VHS tape, Red Dwarf 1, Confidence and Paranoia, Bite 2. Not sure. Got a couple guys playing golf there on the moon, it looks like. Let's see here. We have one of these little Bandai Japanese models. They're little models that come in bigger packs. There's usually 8, 10, sometimes 24 or 20 in a box, in a case. And they have all these little models depicted here. That's what comes in these boxes here. That looks like that's Ultraman that's on there with maybe one of his vehicles, but just these little models. There's not many pieces to them. Fit together, you know, maybe about 10, 12 pieces. You glue them together, put the stickers on. They're pre-painted. They're just really cool little models from Japan. Like I said, this is a Bandai brand. And there's quite a few other little brands, but these are really cool, easy models for kids. Let's see here. We have a film roll here. I know that John picked up a couple, and I had a couple. Let's see what this is. This is the tail. What do we... War Games. Trailer. So, trailer number, production number, MGM, War Games. So, trailer to War Games. Let's see if we can clean that up a little bit, maybe. And looks like it's in pretty good condition, but another trailer here. Let's see, what is this? Eagle Parts. Canon. This looks like a model piece, an add-on piece. Modelers really love these add-ons to expand their models. Canon nose piece. So this is a Canon nose piece that would go on an ME262. So it's just this part that's in here, but like I said, modelers love to customize their models. I found this on the ground. I don't know what it is. It's a rubberized vinyl piece. Looks like part of a play set maybe, or a tent cover or something. Once again, didn't know, but it's vinyl. It's not plastic. It's not paper. This is usually play set type of thing. So, cover to an old TV guide of Star Trek, the original show, 15 cents, March 4th through 10th. Not sure exactly what year because it doesn't say. A little Miller High Life ad on the back, but original Star Trek with Kirk and Spock there. Who we got next here? We got another match cover here. Trill Sushi. Super dirty. Ventura Boulevard here in California, Studio City. One of the other really cool things that we found was sitting on the garage floor in there was a huge book of old match covers or matchbooks. So if we found any of these laying around, I think John found a couple. I found a couple. I think there's a couple more in here. We'll see if those fit in that book or go in a specific spot in that book. But we have a whole book of those match covers. And those are going to be cool to go through too. All right, so next we have a TV guide, local listings, August 17th through the 23rd. Really old. Phil Silvers on the back, or on the front. Wilson ads on the back. Let's see if this says what year it is. I'm sure it does somewhere, but August, it's got to be in the 60s. 15 cents, maybe earlier than the 60s. Let's see here. I got a ton of film pieces in here. Once again, this is War of the Worlds, maybe. I don't know how well that's coming through. Machine Gunners. I don't know what this is to. Gordon's Finest Brands bread ad on the back. I don't know if this is just an ad. That's what it looks like. Robert Russell is the name in the corner. No date on it. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Look that up, or maybe you guys know. You can leave a comment down below what these were from. Here's a little movie, Our Navy in Action, number 280. I believe this is just an 8mm reel in here of Our Navy. Not exactly sure what is on that. Really hope that we can dig up an 8mm player. I know John had a bunch of film too. Our Navy here. Another thing that we found laying around the garage, Greatest Need in History, War Emergency Campaign, American Red Cross, in really good condition. I mean, this thing looks pretty close to new, and I think it's just cardboard. I don't think it's a sticker. Doesn't seem like it peels up, but just really cool advertising piece, and like I said, really good condition if it's from the 40s. What else do we find here? A little Captain Scarlet. Looks like a suction cup you stick on a wall. Maybe, is that what this is? Vivid Imaginations. But just a little Captain Scarlet figure. Once again, hangs on something, maybe your window in your car or your house or your bedroom. Another matchbook. El Encantino Hotel, Bungalows, Santa Barbara. Open all year. Cool little artwork on the back. Looks like it's fairly old. Not sure if these ever have dates on them. It's a little beat up. This is a resin piece from some model. The guy's collection, he built a lot of movie props. And this is a piece from something that looks like an engine of some kind, possibly. Once again, maybe one-of-a-kind piece for some kind of model. If you guys recognize it from any kind of movie, let us know. You have a little, I don't know what this baggie was. It was sitting, it's again in on the floor, and I just grabbed it and threw it in there. So let's see what it is. It's a rock, Waller Peak. So I guess he went hiking to Waller Peak and saved a rock. All right, we got a bunch of more film in here. Here looks like this is McCoy here from Star Trek, and this looks like it's black and white. It's pretty beat up. I can't even tell what it is. I don't know if that's coming through at all in there. Not sure what's in this little... more of these photo cells. We found these all over the house and all over the floor. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Just a female character in a lot of these. So again, a lot of this stuff is Star Trek. These may just be screenshots from that. There's a character in that. I'm not sure if we can see exactly who that is. All right, well, I'm going to get this film out of the way because it's in the way of a lot of other things. So let's see if we see what this is. Wow, looks really overexposed. This may be nothing. Once again, yeah, there's a couple pictures down here of really nothing recognizable. So this may just be junk. We'll take a better look at that another time. Another roll of film, or a long strip here. Looks like a building. Longer strip here. Same building. Building. I'm not sure what this building is. Here is a really dirty strip. Once again, can't really tell what that is. Like I said, there was just film laying all over this house. Little bits and pieces. Once again, oh, it looks like an explosion on a building. I'm not sure what that is that's exploding on the building. All right, another film cell. Looks like this one is, it looks like it's Spock. Little model pieces that were laying around the house. Once again on the floor. Pick them up. We never know if we're missing something from a model. A little resin caboose. Maybe part of a train. Like I said, it's just a little resin. Smalls, we always pick up the smalls. You never know what they go to. Picked up some pieces to an airplane. It's again a plastic model. Don't know if we have the other half or whatnot, but I'd hate to be missing just this off of something and we don't have it. So here looks like a coin of some kind, 1776. The History Channel Club, 1776 coin. Here's another little roll of film here. Catch 22, maybe is what that says. Feels pretty stiff and stuff kind of stuck to it. This may not, oh yeah, this is real. This is almost paperweight. This may not, well, I don't know. Peeling through. Another photo cell. Looks like maybe a spaceship. On the floor in there as well were a bunch of these parts and pieces to the ID planes. Tail section, a buoy off of the end of a plane, the PBYs, a wheel, some tail pieces, part of a fuselage. I'm not sure the wings are broken off of it. This is possibly bakelite material. It tends to crumble, especially on these models. There's another tail section here. PB40 or P43 looks like this is what this came off of. USA plane, wings possibly. Another tail section. All these different bits and pieces for these ID planes. We got an MD-450 Aragon French fighter. So it looks like it might be an ID card. It says name this plane and it's showing a different plane here. Friend or foe. Looks like a wings set. Printed in the US. So possibly an ID card or a collector card. Warsaw Pact Warships Handbook. Jain's. Jain's was a original wargaming company. They created a huge rule book. I think I was reading somewhere that the last iteration of the book was 900 pages long, and a lot of the naval academies and Navy training areas would use these Jain's Warsaw Pact ship handbooks and rule books to simulate war games for their students with the ID ships. So once again, saw this sitting around. A lot of good information, pictures in there. Cool little book. Bunch of different cards here that we picked up from the floor. Marine firefighters, Desert Storm cards. Here's another one of those plane ID, U.S. Navy jet fighter, the F9F Panther. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Little lenticular square here, Sherman and Peabody. Is that coming through? Sherman, Peabody, Sherman, Peabody. So Wheat Hearts Goodness whole wheat cereal. So this came in whole wheat cereal. There's a little toy in there. Ghosts of Mars in theaters, 2001. John Carpenter's sealed pack of Ghost of Mars. I don't know what this is. It was something in a packet, and I picked it up and threw it in here. So what do we have in here? Woo! 2 screws. Good find, Dan. These were Goldie's Laugh-Ons. Just a bunch of little stickers that I found laying kind of in the same pile. And picked them up. Don't know anything about them. Ed Friendly Productions, 1968. Alright, this was interesting because I saw this kind of wound up on the floor. And I'm not sure if this is from a baseball card. It feels like a wax pack. Looks like it's a Jim Maloney Cincinnati Reds. It goes this way, but it's backwards if you turn it around for the picture. So I'm not exactly sure what this was. Like I said, possibly a wax pack that went around something, but definitely muted on this side and color picture on this side. Flesh Thirsters. Let's see. This all came in one pack. I pulled it out to see what it was, and it looked old. But it's If There's No Will, What Will Happen to Your Property? Citizens National Bank. Just some really old banking stuff. And it came in this. These all fit in here. New Year's greetings from Western Union. Santagram, holiday greetings telegram, Storkagram, unisex Father's Day greeting. So a lot of different Western Union. You could send money at various holidays or celebrations. Let's see here. We have a bag of stamps. Old stamps from, these all look like foreign stamps. Whole bin of smalls. We'll go through that here in a few minutes. This was just a little bag with a tag. Instructions to customer. I don't know what this is. Supply label to the side. Not suitable for mailing without overwrap of label. Oh, this is for film. So you would put your film in this little bag, your roll of film, tie it up, put it on here, and turn this in. I've never seen one before, but that's how you used to process your film. This little bag, tag, send it off. Found some old postcards. That one has writing on it, but cool picture plane. Here's some Global Van Lines, little calendars, 1959 from Global Van Lines. Just a cool picture. Here's the Golden Gate Bridge. Old postcard. I don't know if these have a date on them anywhere. They don't, but once again, San Francisco, a cool artist rendition of postcard on the front of the postcard. So some old postcards. And then MSA Boeing 707. Planes are always collectible. People love plane stuff. Once again, a postcard. Found a Star Trek card for a metal figure. We have several of these metal figures. Figured, gotta have this one somewhere. So I picked up the card. It doesn't have the bubble, but maybe we have the bubble with the figure and just not the card. So Star Trek Generations. Some stickers, it looks like, from Star Trek Generations. Is it just one sticker? Feels like there's a bunch. Oh, there's a couple in here. The Enterprise. Is that what that is? Generations. Doesn't say. Feels like, yeah, there's quite a few stickers here. So some stickers from Star Trek Generation. Maybe some promotional stickers. A couple more Matchbooks here. Airport Park Hotel. And looks like some movers. Southwestern Freight Lines. There were these, I think these are hankies that were, once again, found on the, it's got his name on it. So Davy Crockett. I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. Hankies. Let's get another napkin or a handkerchief. It's like cowboys. Horse. Neat old handkerchiefs. A couple more matchbooks in here. Dig all these out at one time here. So Queen's Hotel, Iron Horse, and Travelodge. 3 more matchbooks. Here's another one of these cool little film bags again. Metal ship, one of these ID ships that we have hundreds of. Another one we found laying on the floor in there. This is an aircraft carrier. The Taiyo, Japanese aircraft carrier. Looks World War II. Heavy, either pewter or lead. Definitely not aluminum, but nice heavy ship. Cartoon Celebrities, made in USA by AMC. Shazam coin. Shazam on one side and cartoon celebrities on the other. Big, thick, heavy coin. I like that. Neat. Found this pair of scissors. These are good quality scissors. Always try to pick up scissors like this, even if they're individually not worth a ton. You get 5, 6, 7, 10 pair, dozen pair of these together, put them in a lot. Star Trek the Magazine button. A couple of these ID ships, smaller versions. Okay, no markings on these guys. So not sure what Navy these are from, but you can see kind of the size of these. My hands are filthy from digging through this box, but those are cool. We have tons of those ships. Here's Astro Boy's arm. Here's a Fujifilm Olympics pin. Found this necklace. Here looks like either a weapon or maybe a baton that goes with a figure. But these are the kind of pieces that go missing from figures that maybe somebody needs this. Looks like some Star Trek stickers. They're kind of sealed in a pack here, so I'm not going to break these open right now, but we can kind of see through that a little bit there. Getting to the bottom of the box here, but here we have Federation of Planets, United Starfleet Marines. So this was a patch from one of the Star Trek movies or shows. Not sure exactly what this piece is, but like I said, we always pick up small things that may be needed for something that we have. We don't know what it is until we know what we need it for. We're getting really down to the bottom of the box here. Here's a couple more of these ID plane pieces. It's again a wheel, fuel tank, part of a tail, Dragon's Lair, stickers, card, kind of coming off, a little sticky yet. GM, General Motors, Chevy, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buick, Cadillac. So this looks like this is kind of in that maybe 60s or 50s style. I don't know if this is something that's a modern coin or if this is something that's old. Got a few of these film cells still floating around at the bottom of the box here. This says made in the USA. Oh, it's just a plastic slide. This looks like a bunch of figures on a table. Not really sure what that is. Hopefully that's in relatively decent focus. Some action shots of something, not exactly sure. Here's like a metal pin. I don't know if this came in a set, but from the TV show V that ran back. It's a little tin V pin. All we really have left in this box is a little box of smalls here that was picked up. I mean, these are really small pieces. Once again, I see some more, another part to a model we picked up. And then it looks like really all we have are these smalls left. Some more slides, Star Trek slides, a couple more wheels. Here's a little plastic plane here. Oh no, it's metal. Little metal plane, an ID plane. Some other tower pieces. A little stand for a smaller airplane. Some more photo cells. Wing. Little army guy, propeller. Once again, just a whole little bucket of smalls here. Not very interesting to go through, but parts and pieces that we may need. And that about does it for this box.